Hello everyone, I'm Extra Cheesy 87 and this is Let's Play Tales of Vesperia Part 37. In the previous video we made our way to Mount Timza and we fought our way up to, well, not really the top, but fairly high up, where we met up with Judith and she told us to come talk to her. But first things first, we had to save.
Again? We didn't just cross paths this time. We're after the same thing. We just might have to fight.
If it does come to that, you guys don't have to worry about me. But we can't keep Judith waiting. Let's go!
Carol.
Our boy's growing up.
Yeah,
Isn't there some way we can avoid fighting the hunting blades?
I hope so, but it's pretty much up to them.
Yup.
Also, I do like how they're like, no, we might have to fight the hunting blades. Like, we haven't fought 100 of them to get up here. Like, there's not just like 12 of them every 2 steps. The rubble spreads as far as the eye can see. From the looks of it, the land was once adjoined up all the way up here, or over there. Words. Grand Scepter. Heavier than it looks, it inflicts great damage on targets. Yeah, that's what I want you doing. You think Estelle's ever going to be pulling off fatal strikes? What does your current one have? I don't know what the other art you change. And it's impossible to know because the game... It is one of the games of all time. I mean, I don't know. Some of the combat stuff, like... Okay. So, I mean, you probably never won't recover anymore then. I mean, it's more expensive, but... Mana's not that big of a deal on you. Especially for right now, since we're kind of loaded on items. Oh.
I heard stories of a Cridian town, but I never knew where it was.
Me too. Didn't expect it to be on Mount Temza.
They must really value their privacy to build a whole town on a mountain.
Is there something they don't like doing in front of other folk?
Cridians are a secretive lot, to be sure.
I don't know. Why does anybody live on a mountain? It's not common to live on a mountain, but it's not uncommon. You know? Don't mind me, it's gonna sneak right by you. Okay, never mind.
Ooh, now's our chance.
It doesn't seem fair.
Well, unfortunately, they're annoying, so we don't have to be fair. No, stop!
I'll blow you away.
Conceal blade!
Water rise.
One of these days, I'm gonna learn this stupid move, and then you'll all be sorry. Like, it can't be learned.
That's over.
Once again, Raven's slow-ass arrow does not do a damn thing. Wait, is that the thing we just... No. What did we just get? This thing. I guess you equip it. I don't know. I guess we should put Rita in. It's thematic if we do end up fighting Judy. We gotta have the classic, you fight party member as a boss fight, but when they're a boss fight, they have 11 billion times more HP than they do when they're actually in your party. It changes in art, but it... Oh, no. The skill is... because Carol already has it. For some reason in my mind, I was thinking like it denotes what character it changes in art for. I mean... Well, I guess we're never gonna learn the fucking deluge ability. I mean, I did my best bet. We did a lot of off-screen fights. We used it every chance we had. It can't be learned. The altered arts is a very strange mechanic, the way it's implemented. Oh, should we set other stuff here? I don't know. I don't know what anybody's abilities do. Only one is I use Nurse, which I guess we can change that to Nightingale. Oh, maybe we should have... I don't know. That ability looked kind of cool. Oh shit, I didn't even see. I forgot you were there.
We got a head start.
It doesn't seem fair.
Oh wait, what do we even map it to? I don't even remember. Was it down? Any second now, she's gonna cast the ability. I mean, that's pretty good. Please, Art? No?
Are there any more foes about?
Yeah, I feel good.
Oh, we learned Status Guard. I don't know what taught us that, but thanks. Is that for your punchy thing? Yeah. I mean, the main thing is this. It's the only thing I give a shit about. Because avoiding staggering when hit during a base art combo seems kind of good. Now, what does avoid mean? Does avoid mean you can't be staggered, or does it just reduce the chances? Avoid sounds like you can't be staggered during a base combo, which seems really good. And it says staggering, which is good, because staggering and stunning are different. Because I remember getting this ability from one of the items, thinking it would be good, but it's stunned, which is not useful. Because the problem is not getting stunned, the problem is that any little nugget of damage staggers you, and then you get stun locked from that. But you're not technically being stunned. And I still don't know how this ability works. Did anybody notice our max HP going up? Because the way that's written is that like our overall max HP should be increasing after battle sometimes, but I haven't really noticed it. So either it doesn't work like that, or the increase is minor enough. Like, it doesn't really feel like you have that much more HP than anybody else. So I don't know. And then backstep. Honestly, like, the funny thing is that we got backstep and like I don't really ever use it. So I did mess around with this and it just doesn't seem very good. Like the little jump attack. The backstep is a little like inconsistent, I think partially just because of like stick drift. Like I don't really have a problem doing critical guard, but for some reason hitting the back, like a lot of the times I'll hit X and back and he'll just critical guard instead. It's like the only way I can get it to consistently work is it's like if you guard, but like you can't, if you try and like input it quickly, sometimes you just critical guard. Well, he's working now. I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, angelic princess, grant us your magnificent embrace.
You change any of our abilities we use? No? I mean, we could try every single one of our skills to see which one it changes. Because that's apparently what they expect you to do, because the game was, as previously mentioned, made by aliens. That or their mechanics designed to sell strategy guides. I don't know. Oh, we got a weapon for Judy. You think Judith was going to rejoin the party? It could have... I mean, I never really seriously considered the idea that she might leave the party, but... you could have at least somewhat kept the suspense going. I mean, I would have respected. Just from like a story standpoint.
We'll destroy them in no time.
If Yuri straight up executed Judith for perceived crimes on his path to becoming a Dark Knight. As we go from chaotic good to kind of lawful evil. Any second now I'm gonna get to you and then you'll be
I'm just
sorry.
getting started.
What?
We do battle with all our might.
Oh yeah, there's been a mimic in the game before. I was like, we've never had monster chests.
Blow you away. You're gone, hey.
Oh, that's what it changed.
I'm just getting started.
I don't know if that did more damage than the other one. I don't know, kebab sandwich, you failed. How the fuck do you fail to cook a sandwich? That doesn't make any sense. Don't mind me, alright.
You'll be gone soon enough.
Well, I almost called you Judy. Patty, I was fucking hitting the enemy.
I'm just getting started.
I guess we should use these. Didn't we get some others earlier? I don't know where they went though. I mean, I guess you give them all to Yuri? Gets that main character privilege? Here's the question. Do I bait myself into going to hard?
The hole in this mountain is like the hole in my heart. How my chest aches.
Getting all sentimental on us, old man?
Nah, it's just memories of the war. I'd appreciate it if we didn't spend too much time here.
Stop being such a coward.
What the fuck?
That hurts, Rita.
The only way to get past a bad memory
Alright,
is to
Rita,
embrace it.
officially
Sounds like you're
unbased.
speaking from experience.
Not really. I was just generalizing. Anyway, you want to hurry, right? Then let's go.
Our little genius mage is more mature than she looks.
Not really. It's like the most fucking out of touch 15-year-old thing you could say. Oh, sorry, do you have PTSD about being in the fucking Great War that barely anybody lived through? Why don't you just suck it up and get over it? It's okay. I mean, you know, I guess every based individual has to have a few unbased takes.
On which the Great War was fought.
Yeah, we heard from the old man here.
The Great War was sparked by a type of blastia.
What?
This was not a blastia that had been excavated. It had been constructed in the city of Temza using a new type of technology, the Hermes Blastia.
Hermes Blastia?
I've never heard of it. And if you say it was newly built...
I didn't think you could make a new Blastia.
Maybe it was used in the airship.
The Hermes models were even more effective at converting air into energy. They were intended to revolutionize the technology of Blastia.
But something went wrong.
The Blastia using these Hermes-type formulas required massive quantities of air. The Airkrina began producing abnormal amounts of air in order to compensate.
That would mean the end, not just of humanity, but all life on this planet.
Just like we saw at Cave Mach and the Wiesent of Kados. Wouldn't like to see that happen everywhere.
The Entelekea realized the dangers of the Hermes Blastia before the humans, and they moved to destroy them.
Which created a conflict that grew until it eventually became the Great War.
So then the Entelekea fought against the humans to help the planet?
But why didn't they tell the humans how dangerous those Blastia were?
Well, I mean, maybe they did. That's why they don't talk about the war.
Neither side probably cared much if the other brought itself to ruin. There's never been any love lost between humans and Entelekea. Probably didn't talk much.
Or maybe there was another reason.
And that didn't really make any sense. Because, I mean...
But what does any of this have to do with you, Judy?
Temza fell to the flames of war, and the technology of the Hermes Blastia was believed lost.
Wait, you mean there are still Hermes models in operation?
Yes, at Rago's mansion, Emmett Hill, Gosferost, not to mention.
The Ceres Blastia on the Fiertia.
That new Ceres Blastia must have been a Hermes Blastia.
Okay. I mean, you still could have explained it to us. You don't really get a pass.
So then you've been destroying the Blastia in place of the Entelekea.
Could have just said that. You could have just said, hey, Blastia are bad.
You could have mentioned that.
Yeah. I mean, you know, you could just use your words. I mean, I guess it wouldn't be a fucking JRPG if people didn't fucking have conflict that could have been resolved by just talking for 2 seconds.
Why didn't you say something? Were you gonna save the world all on your own? Are you stupid?
Man, if Rita hadn't had that really unbased take about how you should just get over your own PTSD. Because other than that, she's spitting.
What was that?
Baul!
Nan!
Man jumps in, swipes furiously, doesn't hit a damn thing, refuses to elaborate, leaves.
It looks like we found our mark.
You will not pass. You're a person, aren't you? How can you defend a monster?
Didn't you get the news? I said nobody lays a hand on one of our own.
We won't allow that. Not even from you, Nan.
We were having a conversation over here. Butt out!
I can't believe these guys. Such scallywags.
I don't usually like to get my clothes dirty, but...
Everyone, have the hunting blades added people to their list of targets?
Nobody who associates with monsters can rightly call themselves a person.
Carol, have you forgotten the credo of the hunting blades? Step aside.
Monsters are evil, and the hunting blades pursue that evil. But the Entelekea aren't evil. They were fighting to save the world.
Don't let them fool you with that credo nonsense. They're on a job. They're here for the Apatheia.
It seems you
Kinda wish we could have this conversation without the buzz in our ear the entire time.
If you have no intention of moving,
You leave us no choice.
You just joined the party? Judas is not in the party, please form. Okay, I was gonna say. I mean, I guess we'll put her in. Do we keep? I guess we keep Rita. We should have equipped the new weapon.
all monsters should be killed.
That's the rule of the hunting blades.
Why did you do that attack? I didn't tell you to use that attack. I didn't even hit the fucking LT.
Even if it costs me my life.
It's pretty stupid to think anything out of the ordinary is automatically evil.
Aiding monsters is punishable by death.
You're worse than
No, I
monsters.
was doing my attack.
Brains.
What? I didn't know anything. I didn't do anything. I guess we should analyze them. No. No, stop. I mean, I got hit one time and then got 100 to 0.
This is dangerous.
And it killed the entire fucking party. God, this game is so good.
I'm okay. I can't keep doing this.
Help me out here. Sharpen that razor. Sharpened razor.
Please cast the ability. Bro, stop hitting. Like, I just need somebody to heal me.
I can't keep doing this. Is that it?
Would you cast the damn spell? Jesus Christ. How long does it take?
I can't keep doing
No, don't hit him in the air, please. I mean, I should have started hitting the other guy because he's more annoying, but...
I'll blow you away.
Get back here!
Killing wind.
Don't want to lose.
Divine wolf storm.
Finally get the damn art off without getting stunned, and then she dies, little asshole.
Oh, brilliant angels, grant us your favor.
Where'd you go?
Oh,
But yeah, we should have just gone after the other guy first.
angelic, grant us your favor. You can't just lie around. Is that the best you can do?
Azure Ray, Dragon Swarm.
Ornament.
Conceal light. You're not
Come, oh, silver light. Angel ray.
Help.
Is the best you can do?
Please, would you get up?
How could this happen?
I mean, he was like stunned for like 1,000 years. How tanky are you? Okay, you are more tanky. So I guess we actually maybe did the right decision.
All right. You're not getting away. I'll blow you away. All right. Tusk. This is where it gets good.
Please, come back. Get back here. Oh. Okay. I like how when he does his ability, the game fucking literally stops so that he can get it off. But if whenever I try and use a fucking ability,
Oh, brilliant angels, grant us your favor.
I take 1 damage and the ability stops. Oh, fuck you. Alright, you were stunned. Oh my god.
Pretty good.
Were you going easy on them?
I'll fight anybody who lays a hand on my people.
Whatever.
I'm not done yet.
I did it. That's the.
Nan, I'm sorry.
It's like the combat is either like too boring or not fun. There's no in between. I don't even... Where am I going? I mean, I presume I go into the cave.
I'll make this quick.
Azure, Dragon.
Maybe the other way is just where we go afterwards.
Deliver my enemies unto me. Is that the best you can do?
Azure, Dragon.
Oh, flickering blaze, burn!
Because it's just like if you ever get hit one time, they do an insane combo that one-shots you.
Over.
And it's like, it's not really hard because you just res, but it's just annoying. I guess we'll backtrack and say it real quick, just in case. And it's like your only defensive options are so, like, inconsistent.
What's happening?
Baul is trying to evolve as an Interlakeia.
Oh, and apparently that's a thing they can do.
It looks like he's suffering.
Baul, come on!
You can do it!
No!
Yeah, you might want to chill on that.
I want to heal your wounds, but there's nothing I can do. My power is poison to you, isn't it?
Healing wounds isn't your power, Estelle.
What do you mean?
Don't you remember Bellius's words?
Power corrupts, but you are different. Never lose that kindness, the compassion you so readily show to others.
My compassion for others. Your thoughts are reaching Baul. I'm sure of it.
All we can do now is hope for the best.
What does it say about this society that basic compassion is a magical power? feel like that's something everybody should have by default, but you know. Are you a real dragon now instead of a whale?
Amazing.
And can you speak human words?
I knew you could do it.
Your partner seems like he's gonna be just fine.
Are we gonna show him on screen, or
Yes.
are we just expected to believe he totally changed and then Baola was never seen again because the art department couldn't finish his model?
Thank you all for helping to protect him. This is something I couldn't have done alone.
You're one of us. Of course we'd help.
Are they really not gonna show him?
That's right.
Okay, there you go. Oh god, he's fucking huge. He turned into fucking a Zulongmon.
Didn't I tell you? You got through to him. You make it through to Pharaoh as well. Will you be going to meet him?
That's up to Estelle to decide.
I'll go. It's been the purpose of my journey after all.
Are you sure? What if you end up getting killed?
Even still, I've got to stand firm on this.
Hey, maybe you can be our airship.
It won't be too long before the hunting blades send reinforcements. How about a change in scenery before they show up and spoil the party?
There's only one path down from here, though. We're bound to run into them.
Unless we fly away.
The skies are wide open above us.
Yeah.
Have you lost your mind?
Get on. We'll fly as far as the Fiertia.
Now, I kind of wish I'd gone the other path now, but you know, whatever. I'm not mad.
We can finish talking once we arrive.
He's even more whale-like. Is he actually called a dragon? Is it like the dragon thing a translation error? Because he's not very dragony. I feel like nobody would look at this MFer and use dragon to describe him. Oh, he carries around our boat. That's pretty cool. I don't know if I trust the ropes. I don't even know where we got those from, but...
Judy!
It is a literal airship. It is a ship in the air.
She must be exhausted.
Yeah, I mean, she just keeled over.
What about the alternate path? I felt, should have gone down.
Wasn't expecting that.
I bet she watched over Baul the entire time he was evolving. She probably didn't get much sleep.
I was surprised, like, there could have at least been like one person who was like, huh, that's weird, I didn't know they could do that.
She probably had no idea when the hunting blades would attack either.
Like, this thing just, like, got 20 times bigger, and nobody showed even the slightest amount of surprise or astonishment.
She was putting up a brave front, but she must have been near the end of her rope.
She's just dumb. She doesn't know how to express what she's feeling.
I mean, true.
And I'm really glad we're able to help Judy out.
Like, she didn't even explain why she didn't tell us anything. Like, we kind of glossed over that whole thing, honestly. Also, what about the whole killing Estelle thing? Are we gonna revisit that? You can at least apologize.
We can finish talking with her tomorrow. We should let her sleep now. In fact, I wouldn't mind a little shut-eye myself. We still haven't heard Judy's side, so we can't say anything, but she sure caused the guild a major headache, breaking Blastias all on her own. There's no getting around that fact, no matter what her reasons. We have to settle this. Man, I hate waiting.
I don't know. It's definitely like, I don't know what the because I mean, if you just explain that, like, okay, some Blastias are using the air wrong, because we've already established, I guess she doesn't technically, no, well, was she with us when we went to the forest? I guess that's before Judy joins the party, so I guess she doesn't know that we know about Air Crane. But once we went to Weezin of Kados, right, we know that the Air Crane can go out of control. There was no reason not to mention, hey, some of the Blastia are causing that, and that's why they need to be destroyed. Or you could have waited until we docked our damn ship before you destroyed it, you little asshole. And explained, hey, these things are bad news. we shouldn't use it?
Are you thinking about Judy?
Yeah. I'm wondering what we should do about her.
It's true that she broke the guild's laws and betrayed us.
Yeah.
I always thought that a guild's strict adherence to its own laws was what kept it together.
Well, you know.
That there could be no exceptions, no lenience for those who would break the laws.
Well, I mean, yes and no. You gotta take some context in when it comes to the punishment, at least.
But
she did what she did to save the world.
I mean, would it have really been that bad if one Blastio ran for 20 more fucking minutes?
Judy is destroying Blastia because she knows it's the right thing to do, even if it makes people hate her.
Yep. Judith didn't break our laws in order to do something bad. I know this now. I'm gonna talk with her about it and give it some more thought. I'll figure this out eventually.
Or, you know, you could have explained yourself instead of just flying away. Dummy.
Oh, yeah?
Maybe if I become a little more decisive, Nan will listen to me too.
I have to be able to decide, I know that. But you gonna leave it up to me to decide what's right and wrong? I really know you're a child. You shouldn't be deciding shit, other than like what cereal you want for breakfast.
Oh, Yuri.
Sorry to interrupt while you were thinking.
Ever since I took Belius's life without meaning to, I've wanted to know what it means to be the child of the full moon, so the same thing doesn't happen again. I've always thought that it was my duty to know, but after what happened to Belius...
Like, can Baul not tell us? Because apparently he can talk. At least to Judy. Can we not have a little in-between to explain the child of the full moon thing?
That's how everyone is. They do something, they learn. They do something else, they learn more.
I guess the story would be too simple if we used our words.
You too, Yuri?
Yeah.
Maybe if I had known everything ahead of time, I wouldn't have made any mistakes.
There's only one thing I can say for sure.
I mean, to be fair, I'm victim blaming here a little bit, but Belius could have been like, hey, by the way, if you heal a monster, it kills us. Could have just said that like up front, no, before you went into battle. I mean, I think Belius does try and tell her no. Estelle's just too fucking fast, which is crazy because she does not heal very fast IRL or in-game.
What's that?
She had enough time and how long it takes to cast Nurse to belt out a hey, don't heal me or it'll instantly one-shot me.
Maybe you wouldn't have made any mistakes, but it sure would have been boring.
Also, why can't Estelle use Nurse offensively?
I really wonder.
Because, I mean, if it one-shot Belius, man, it should take out all mobs easily. Unless it only works on Intellicea, which is weird. Because presumably they're just regular monsters that have evolved, right? If that's a thing that they can do. Not like they're any different.
Don't fall overboard.
Oh, I'll be careful. Yuri, the world sure is big.
Yeah. Even though we're flying this high in the air, we still can't see everything.
If the world's this big, I guess it makes sense that there'd be so many things we don't know. It might not make that much of a difference whether I get my memories back or not.
Are you saying you'd be okay with not getting them back?
I'm saying that I'm not the only one who feels restless and anxious not knowing the truth.
And also, I mean, to be fair, it's not like she has that many memories that she lost. We're talking like maybe 6 years. Max.
Everyone's worried about something. Even you and Estelle.
You think so?
Isn't that why everyone's here? Isn't that why Judy came back?
And is that why you're here too?
I don't want to be alone.
You know, you're being pretty honest today.
I'm always honest.
Really? Well, maybe you are.
Shiver me timbers, Baul. You'll never lay eyes on that out at sea.
So does an old man past his prime fit into the picture at all?
What are you whining about, old man? Why are you past your prime?
What Judith was talking about before, Hermes Blastia, was it? Blastia created with techniques that should have been lost in the war are still active. Do you know what this means?
I guess someone who survived the war brought either Blastia or those techniques back with them.
If that person was still using the Blastia even though he knew it was harmful to the Earth, someone like that would have to be quite the villain indeed.
Old man, don't tell me you...
Hey now, yours truly was nothing but an innocent youth on the straight and narrow back then. I wouldn't do something like that even on my worst day.
I was just trying to trick you into giving yourself away. You're a slippery one.
Son of a... When are you gonna learn some respect for your elders?
Also, what's the timescale on the complete and total destruction of Earth? Like, soon? Are we doing a climate change metaphor? Is it like okay because it's just gonna fuck the next generation? Or is it like, oh, it's gonna be like a year after using the Hermes Blastia? Because if it's like imminent destruction, then it really doesn't make any sense to use them. But if it's like, oh, it's gonna fuck up the world, but like it's not gonna happen for like 100 years, then yeah, okay, that makes sense. That people would be like, fuck the consequences. We'll kick the can down the road. Woof. Thank you? That's not what Rapide says. Rapide's never said thank you. Woof.
Is that the core from the Ceres Blastia that Judy destroyed?
Yes, it's definitely cut with a different formula than a usual core. It looks like what she said was true.
She said she wasn't too good at lying after all.
To discover that the new technique you created was bad for the world, after what must have been years of research. I can't imagine how the person who created the Hermes technique must have felt.
Well, what if it had been you?
If I found out that it hurt the Earth, I would have to do something about it. But I wouldn't destroy the Blastia like that.
But like, why not? Like, they still haven't really established if Blastia are people. Because like, Rita does talk about them like they're people, but they've never elaborated on this.
What the?
Nothing. If only things weren't so complicated. I could have just blasted her into oblivion and been done with it.
I understand her motives. I still don't agree with it. It's so frustrating. I mean, she is a big stupid idiot for not saying it. Like, just use your words, people. I feel like 90% of the conflict in this game could have been prevented by people just using their damn words.
Morning, Yuri.
Morning.
It's a beautiful morning, but even as we stand here, the air is out of balance, and our world may already be dying.
Honestly, what they probably should have done is they probably should have made it so the Entelekea can't talk. Like, that would actually make the conflict between them make more sense if it's that the monsters are trying to do the right thing, but they can't inform the humans that, like, hey, this technology you're using is harmful. But the fact that they can talk and they just refuse to is very silly.
That's right.
Judy!
Well, look who's feeling better.
In the past, these slight fluctuations of the air have not negatively affected our world. There have always been beings who maintain the balance by sensing changes in the airflow. Beings like Pharaoh and Baul, the Entelekea.
So the Entelekea were responsible for keeping the air balanced.
For ages, the Entelekea have regulated the air.
Well, it's not like a bunch of them died or nothing. So, I'm guessing that's the problem.
But the recent increase has been greater than they could control.
Which is being caused by the Hermes Blastia.
And which is also why you were going around taking down as many of them as you could.
Yes, that was my mission. The path I walk with Baul, to whom I owe my life.
The path you walk.
Now some would even hunt the Entelekea for Apatheia. This has made the mission of the Entelekea even more difficult.
Why is everybody so crazy about these Apatheia anyway?
I'm afraid I don't have an answer.
Well, they're for the barriers. Thought we already kind of established that.
The air an Entelekea absorbs becomes condensed within its body over time. When its life is at an end, that condensed air forms a crystal, an Apatheia. That's all I know. I imagine Pharaoh could shed more light on the subject, though.
So Apatheia are crystals of concentrated air. If that's true and the energy could be extracted from the Apatheia, it would be a source of overwhelming power, I'm sure.
With no moral complications to it at all.
Could we really do that?
I don't know.
But if that's possible, there must be tons of guys who want those things.
I bet somebody wants to use these things for the wrong reasons.
I mean, it doesn't really matter. The fact that you have to murder sentient creatures for them is, you know, kind of bad.
Why didn't you just tell us all this from the beginning?
Seriously, we could have avoided all this trouble if you just talked to us.
I mean, at least they're mentioning that they should have just used their words.
Am I wrong?
Even if you had known, there are things not even you could have prevented.
The fuck does that even mean?
What do you mean?
I showed up at Heliord because Baul had sensed a disturbance in the air.
And I shot a fireball at you, sorry about that or whatever.
Where there was a disturbance, there was sure to be a Hermes Blastia. But what I found there was not a Blastia, it was a person. That had never happened before.
And then I immediately attempted murder.
So it wasn't like you were looking for Estelle in particular back at Heliord.
Yet for some reason, Baul perceived Estelle as a disturbance in the air. I had to find out why. For the sake of the path I've chosen.
Can't you talk to him? Could you just be like, yo, what up with that?
It was at that time that Pharaoh first appeared. He seemed to have some idea who Estelle was. My mission was to destroy all the Hermes Blastia.
Because they must have some way to communicate if she learned all this.
However, Estelle was obviously not a Blastia. I needed to make absolutely certain. I made a deal with Pharaoh, and he agreed to grant me some time.
You mean...
If it became apparent that her existence posed too great a threat, then I would kill her.
You what?
Wait! Rita!
Settle down. Obviously, Judith reached a different conclusion.
All right, I get it.
Belius said you possess a heart of compassion. If you can communicate that to Pharaoh somehow, you may learn what you should do.
Hey, there's no real reason for you to fight Pharaoh anymore, right? I mean, we know the Hermes Blastia are what's causing the problem and everything. If we just make sure the Apatheia don't fall into the wrong hands...
Yeah, that sounds really easy.
I still want to meet Pharaoh. I want to hear what he has to tell me.
But...
Please try to understand. I have to know more about myself, and take responsibility for who I am.
All right.
Sorry, Yuri. I don't think we can decide what to do about Judith right away.
I promise not to leave again until things have been settled, as you said. I need to accept that responsibility myself.
Let's go and find Pharaoh. We'll finally be getting around to one of the first things we set out to do.
True. That's pretty true.
We can work out the rest once this is finished.
There is a rocky crag in the center of the sands of Kogor. That is where Pharaoh lives. Baul can take us there.
Okay, let's go. This meeting's been a long time coming.
It's a flying whale!
I can communicate with Baul, but there are still a few things you should know.
Like what?
Baul can only land on the ground in wide, open spaces. So you won't be able to dismount on steep mountain ranges or in narrow canyons.
Yeah, I've played Final Fantasy. I know how airships work.
Can't he land on water?
Water's no good either.
Really? He looks like he'd be a good swimmer.
I mean, technically he just needs to touch down the ship a little bit.
Yeah, he'd sink like a rock.
Because he's not a whale, okay? He's a dragon. They're completely different.
Huh. Who knew?
But that's why we have a ship, right?
Right. If you'd like to get down onto the ocean, let me know. Baul will set our ship down there for us.
Okay, but what should we do when we want to fly again?
Use Baul's horn to call him to you.
Bowels. That's all there is to it?
Every Entelekea has a special region in its brain that can be used for communication with a special power Critians possess.
Huh. So we can get a hold of him by using that.
Okay.
Right.
Horn made from a part of Baul's body. Ah, move Baul, call Baul, control camera, rotate, land, toggle. Yeah, okay, that all seems pretty normal. This is pretty cool. Getting a
Judith,
flying whale
you're
that carries
familiar
our
with
ship.
Pharaoh, aren't you?
Is he really as scary as he seems?
Well, let's see. Sometimes he's logical, sometimes he's emotional. He can be really scary or really kind.
All right, that didn't help very much.
One thing's certain, his power is extraordinary, even among the Entelekea.
Here's hoping we don't wind up looking like poor old Mount Temsa the moment we meet him.
If he can do that to a mountain, there wouldn't be anything left if he turned on us.
I wish you wouldn't joke about scary things like that.
Why should we get scared before we even get there? Especially if he's that strong.
Wish I could take it as lightly as you and Yuri.
Take your weapon. Oh, wait, did it auto-equip on you, or? No, but this is new. I mean, we actually one-shoot up because combo pluses? Well, AI doesn't really combo, is the thing. Cancels guard motion and performs an art. I mean, that seems good. But the AI doesn't guard, so... Where do I want to go? Okay, so that's probably where we're supposed to go. Is that Mantake? Yeah, that's Mantake. So that's where we're probably supposed to go. Okay, so this is how we can land places. Whoa! What's this? Some sort of ruins, maybe? Doesn't look like humans built anything here. Judy, you know anything about this place? No, to me it looks like it was formed naturally rather than made by human hands. There's not anything here from the looks of it. Well, let's have a look around at least. Yup, all of us have a look around. The entire party. Nobody missing. We left Repeat and Patty on the ship. Yeah, looks like it's another place we have to come to these. It looks very similar to the other place we were just at. Or, I guess it was the last video, but... Guess we come here later in the story to do something or another. Have to do some sort of cross-continent... Ah!
From behind? Oh, man.
I'm not used to this team.
I feel ya. I'm not used to this team either. I mean, I guess he's saying it because it's all males.
That's what happens when I get serious.
Okay, Baul me. Oh, Judas communication.
I never imagined you'd be able to speak with the Entelekea.
Well, I use a Critian technique to do it. Wait, do I detect a little jealousy?
Maybe. Right, Repeat?
Yuri, you want to talk to Repeat?
I think the two of you understand each other well enough already.
I got him pretty well figured out, but I don't know if he understands me.
I think he feels the same way.
It's weird we never, like, explained what's up with Repeat as well. Mystic Orb? Baul! He's a whale! So we can investigate this. I don't know if it'll let us do anything, but... Okay. Well, maybe we get something cool. It's the Tomb of the Ancient Emperor. It's where they keep the MacGuffin to determine who gets to become the... That's my guess. This is the place where you get the thingy to become Emperor. It's just got that vibe. It's got that vibe of Lost Treasure. Or whatever. Well!
Pharaoh, Darius, Baul? What sort of beings are Antilochaea anyway?
They are the oldest intelligent life forms on Tercalumares.
What?
So, they aren't monsters?
They aren't. It's said that they have a higher level of awareness than humans, though they don't
Said
have a
by who?
civilization.
Them?
Shiver me timbers! The Antilochaea were smart!
The reports we get from Baul are pretty accurate.
He's a smart boy.
I don't know, it feels like a biased source if it's the Antilochaea who are saying we're the smartest MFers you ever did see. But yeah, there's all these little... They all look pretty similar. I guess we can check it out, but... Presumably it's not going to let us do anything. But maybe there's a treasure chest! No! Unfortunately, they can't conquer this tiny incline to get around the rock. The party is not yet smart enough. Maybe they had the intelligence of the Antilochaea, they'd be able to do such a feat. Well! And we're going to be seeing that animation a lot. I don't know. You got anything back at the capital? What was that weird side quest? They just kind of like... I didn't really know how to progress it. I found the dentures! Finally, you right! Woof woof. Don't make sure you lose anything important to you too, Sonny. Who are you again? Where am I? Ah, shit. What happened to my dentures? It's because he's old. Oh, that he's sweating. Wow, Flynn's amazing. You made Cap thinks that him our fountain's back in shape too. Fuck you. Alright, eat my ass. I see you over there, dude, but I want to save. Okay, so it seems like the ambient dialogue is the same, but I'm pretty sure that dude's sweating over there. That's the name. More girls? Busy with my chores? I need more girls. It's the same amount as always. I mean, I guess technically we didn't have Judy last time. Flynn's so famous now, even we hear about it. I try to keep up with him. Yo, we're famous too. Did Flynn have his poster put on every single town in the Empire? No. But yeah, okay, I was gonna say, I thought there was a save around here. Alrighty. So we will call it here. Next time we'll, I guess, do some more exploring with our whale powers. We're gonna talk to that dude over there, see what he wants from us, and we'll maybe pop by a few of the other towns to see if there's anything new. And eventually we'll head back to the main story at the Sands of Gorgoth. You thought you were done with the desert? No? You're never free from the desert? I'm Extra Cheese 87. Stay tuned for the next part. And bye, guys.